started receiving services from Dakota when I moved out here. I cannot complain about Dakota County and the services I get.
So services from programs like these, I often say that sometimes having a little bit of help can help somebody maintain their independence for a lot longer. So having support for some of those things that maybe seem minor, or, some days you can maybe prep a meal, but if you have somebody coming in with a hot meal every day to help maintain that nutrition, it can really help you meet your goal. And a lot of people's goals is to be able to live in their own homes for as long as possible. So having that help with some of those tasks in your home so that you're able to get those things without injuring yourself can really help you maintain your independence for longer.
I have a great case manager. Katie has been there for me. She's been awesome, and she answers a lot. She helps me. She's friendly. She's easy to talk to. And I don't know what I'd do without her as a manager. I really don't.
I think it's important for people to stay in their homes as long as possible because it's, for a lot of people, that's their wish.
I like being in my own home. I'm on a limited income. I have health issues now, so it's great for me to have this extra help. It helps me live a little bit better than if I didn't have the help and couldn't get around like I do now. It is great. It is helpful. It makes me feel better about myself.
So people are normally referred to Dakota County for services. It can be in a variety of ways. Sometimes you'll see it after somebody has some sort of life change where they are maybe connected with another resource in the community. Maybe it's a hospital social worker or a home care agency that can then help put in that referral. But anybody can make a referral. It's just calling Dakota County's Community Living Services intake phone number. They take your information and can help, connect you with an assessment to determine if you're eligible for some of the services. Karen is in charge of her own plan. This is a voluntary service. There have been times where we have maybe disagreed that there's maybe a service that I would recommend and Karen hasn't wanted to work with that, and that's okay because it's Karen's plan, it's not my plan.
Well, if I was giving advice to someone, I would ask them to call the county and specifically ask for the kind of help that they want and go from there and, try and pursue it, as much as you can. There's good help out there and there's a lot of help. You just have to ask for it.
The first step for somebody really is to make the phone call to the Community Living Services intake and they'll help take it from there.
Well, I think they just make living by myself a lot easier.
Being independent enhances the quality of people's lives. My name is Delina Harper, and this is my father, Horace Harper. He's been receiving services from the county since 2011. My mother as well. My mother was his PCA. And up until 2016, when she was in an accident and could no longer care for him.
The goal for all of our services and the supports that are provided is to help a person maintain as independent as possible for as long as they possibly can. We want to make sure that a person is living where they want to live and receiving support how they want to receive it. We work with individuals 65 and over to provide service coordination, to assess for needs, and then to address those needs that people express to us by deciding with them what supports they need and how they can receive that help, whether it's in their home or in the community or in an assisted living community where they need help with the funding for that service.
Caregiving is not easy, so it's definitely enhanced the quality of my life too as a caregiver. And it's just so helpful to be able to have someone to help navigate these systems.
It means a whole lot. Be independent. A lot of people don't realize that until they become dependent. It's pretty hard to take.
Horace's situation is really a great example of how someone can utilize the broad range of services available through facilitation from the county over a long period of time. He received services in his home while living with his wife, living with his daughter after a move to her home, and then in an assisted living community where he now has the availability of 24-hour assistance from staff and can visit with his family whenever he would like.
My father was no longer safe at home alone, and I could not care for him because I had to work and my fiance was working. So he just was not safe at home alone anymore while we were at work. He's able to be here with my mom, with these services that the case managers have provided. So we're just so appreciative for all the services that we've been given the opportunity to enhance the quality of their lives, because that's really what it does. It's important for me to see my dad being independent, because when he's independent, he's happy.
Important for me to be independent so I can do my thing.